Hi guys, Ashley here. Welcome to another episode of Ashley's Digital China. Today we'll talk about China's changing regulatory environment and what it means for market players. We've all heard it. There's a wave of regulation happening in China today. Indeed, China has been introducing new regulations in different industries in order to promote the country's healthy development in the digital world. This regulatory exercise is said to be comprehensive and last at least 12 to 36 months. So we're in for a long ride. As China is already a very much digital economy, the regulations will affect industries and top tech giants alike. Despite a common belief, the regulations are not happening randomly and out of sudden. They are divided into three regulatory buckets. First, platform competition and antitrust. Second, data privacy and cybersecurity, and finally, specific sector regulations. As said, the regulations are meant to allow more sustainable development of countries' digital economy and have more cross-ecosystem collaborations. Talking about ecosystems, they have in the past 5 to 10 years made extraordinary impact on the life of everyday people and businesses alike. With the rise of tech giants, the walled gardens of China's top players have also emerged. For years, large Chinese tech companies like the e-commerce giant Alibaba and the gaming and social media giant Tencent have used various methods to block users from sharing content from one ecosystem to the other, or using a payment method that belongs to one ecosystem in another, or even asked merchants to choose one platform among the two for better terms. This blockade is also known as the walled gardens. They were meant to protect the creator's own digital ecosystem, preventing users from spending their time and money elsewhere. The top tech players of various sectors in China today collectively rule over 80% of the market. With e-commerce, the top player is Alibaba. For gaming and chatting, it's Tencent. For AI recommendation engine and short video powered content, it's ByteDance. For food delivery, it's Meituan. And for ride hailing, it's Didi. So let's take a look at the first regulatory bucket: platform competition and antitrust. Today, China's planning to tear down the walled gardens in order to promote connectivity among internet platforms. It's generally agreed that both the competition and partnership among tech giants stimulates tech development and growth. This being said, there were consequences that came with the antitrust law. Alibaba, Tencent, Didi, Meituan, and many others were fined for their antitrust violations this year. Many tech giants comment that even though this might have a short-term negative effect on their bottom line, they agree that this move is a net positive as it delivers a better customer experience, making the journey truly seamless for the customer. This just makes the market bigger for everyone. This, of course, is not only better for customers, but also for merchants collaborating with these ecosystems. So, have the gardens opened up yet? Yes. The process has started. For instance, WeChat now allows users to access and share external links. Alibaba's Ele.me and Youku now allow payments through WeChat Wallet. Taobao Deals, Alibaba's e-commerce platform for lower tier cities, now also allows WeChat Pay, which is ultimately a preferred choice for customers in many lower tier cities. Hence, Taobao Deals can grow even faster in those regions. Now, let's move on to the second category: data privacy and cybersecurity. Chinese users generally have fewer privacy concerns compared to their Western counterparts. When asked whether they read the privacy provisions when using mobile apps, 63% of respondents say they don't read them carefully, while 24% of respondents say they never read such provisions at all. According to a CCTV report, a large number of photos and other facial information are being traded privately in the country. Thousands of data sets on faces can be, for example, bought online for as little as 2 RMB. With the data volume increasing so rapidly, both the government and enterprises are beginning to realize the serious consequences that data leakage could bring, making them pay more attention to data security. Some devices are launching new functions in order to protect user privacy. Oppo has, for instance, implemented a privacy proxy. payment protection, and other functions that ensure information security, while Huawei has enforced limited ad tracing to restrict advertisers from delivering personalized ads. So what should brands be aware of? Brands should be cautious of every data processing stage. The stages can include data capture, storage, use, transmission, provision, and disclosure. Brands should also be aligned with cross-border data regulations, like how data generated in China must remain within the country, and how companies that engage in data collection and processing activities have extensive obligations, such as developing data security management systems, setting up a data security personnel and department, having this ongoing risk monitoring, and reporting information on breaches to the relevant departments. Now let's talk about the third and final category, industry regulations. Indeed, these are regulations focusing on specific industries and are aimed at promoting healthy industry development, ensuring, for instance, data security and safeguarding people's livelihoods, official sources indicate. Many industries have already been featured, such as education, entertainment, medical beauty, gaming, online advertising, delivery services, real estate, internet finance, and more. Let's take education as an example. For the education industry, a double reduction policy has been put in place. So firstly, the new subject-based off-campus tutorial centers targeting compulsory education students have been disapproved, while online schools and their teaching curriculum will be subjected to approval. How about entertainment industry? Well, games for say. Today, underaged children in China are limited to 3 hours a week of gaming during non-school days. Limiting children gaming time allows them to focus on their studies and physical well-being, official sources say. The regulations have also targeted the crazy fan economy. Weibo has eliminated hundreds of thousands of pieces of negative comments and information about celebrities to reduce the fandom arguments, as fan clubs online battled over minor things and were getting out of hand. QQ has limited the number of music purchases so that fans aren't able to purchase the same album multiple times to boost their idol's ranking. Social media platforms such as Weibo or Douyin will no longer be able to publish popular celebrity ranking lists. And the regulations have also included barring of variety shows that encourage fans to vote online for their favorite acts, which was a big business in China for years. And rules have spoken out against enticing netizens to buy celebrity merchandise. Another example is food and product safety. Concern over food and product safety was present in China for years. The most recent public outcry was less of a food safety issue and more of misleading product information and unfair treatment. It has started after the Magnum ice cream debacle. Chinese netizens found out earlier this year that Unilever was using different ingredients for the Magnum ice cream in China and in the West. While the Magnum ice cream in China had vegetable fat and milk product in them, the Magnum ice cream in the West had fresh milk. There was a backlash online, as even though the ice cream had such cheap ingredients, it was still sold for a high price. The discussions for this topic got more than 45 million views in just a few days. The legislation scheme of Chinese national food safety standards was released in June of this year. The scheme has disclosed 22 new national food safety standards. 7 are for food additives, 2 are for food-related products, and so on. Besides, consumers are encouraged to call out any fraudulent actions. Rewards up to 1 million RMB are given out to people who report safety issues or misconduct involving in consumer products. Today, both company employees and public are encouraged to point out any illegal or dishonest behavior. And our final example is medical beauty. Indeed, beauty advertisements are now categorized as medical advertisements in China. Beauty clinics have to obtain a special license like the one other medical institutions have to get if they want to put out an ad marketing their services. Since a large part of medical beauty industry revenue goes to advertising, tightened regulations on beauty ads was deemed necessary. They aim to reduce the appearance anxiety phenomenon that many young Chinese are susceptible to. The Chinese Association of Plastics and Aesthetics reports that the plastic surgery market in China is projected to grow up to 300 billion yuan by 2022. And official data showed that in the medical beauty field, there were 71 cases of false promotion that were investigated and handled in 2021 in China so far. Fines are not big, and from these investigations, they totaled up to just 3.5 million RMB. When it comes to these industry-specific regulations, many in the country believe they are good for long-term development of the country and are launched in order to promote a better operated digital economy and digital society. So next time you read the headlines about the next wave of Chinese business crackdown, think about these three regulatory buckets: platform competition and antitrust, data privacy and cybersecurity, and specific sector regulations. None of them are a surprise. In fact, this is only the beginning. More regulations will continue to come in the next 36 months. This is it for today. Stay tuned for the next Ashley's Digital China episode next week, where we'll cover China's plan for common prosperity and how this may affect businesses and consumers in the coming years. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video with your friends, and check me out on LinkedIn under Ashley Dudarenok for your daily dose of China business insights. Meanwhile, stay awesome and chat soon.